Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to understand that the real fear is not rejection. The real fear is judgment or extending that out a little, a feeling of like not belonging to a particular community or group. Now, I will tell you, first of all, the first thing that I want you to be asking yourself every day is, do I still believe in my product or service? Do I still believe in my product or service? Do I still believe that what I offer fundamentally changes people's lives? And do I still believe in creating an impact through my product or service? So when you start from that place, when you realign with your values, then that puts you in a place of leadership. So I want you to ask yourself that question. And then I want you to go about your day as if you are already the top salesperson in your arena. So if you sell cars, I want you to pretend, I want you to think about, how would I approach this conversation? How would I show up on social media if I was the top salesperson in the showroom? If you are in direct sales, I want you to think about, how would you approach people if you were the top, at the very, very top of your company, with 10 leaders direct to you who are also at the top of the company? How would you show up? You certainly wouldn't show up with trepidation. You certainly wouldn't show up with fear. You would show up from a place of, listen, I got something to show you. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. But I have seen it change people's lives, and I want it to change your life too. Take it or leave it. The problem is, most people approach their sales conversations from that place of rejection. So you're not just afraid of being rejected or being judged, you're actually acting like you have already been judged. And so you show up very timidly, you show up very unauthoritatively. And the truth is, people want to follow a leader through their problem. Listen to me when I say that. When you truly connect with someone and behave like a leader, the leader who's going to take them through, I will lead you through this process. We are going to stay connected. And my job is to lead you from point A through the valleys, because there are going to be some valleys, all the way to the top of the mountain. I'm going to lead you there. Doesn't really matter about anything else when you are already in your head showing up as someone who is already successful. And I get it. That takes a little practice. But man, when you actually start from that place, when you set yourself up in the morning and before you start making calls, before you show up on social media, you tell yourself, I'm already wildly successful. What would wildly successful me do with this post? Would I overperform? No. Would I act all a fool? No. Because if I were already wildly successful, your sale doesn't impact my day. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't want the sale, but wanting the sale, wanting to help people, and needing the sales, two completely different energies. The other thing I want you to remember is, the no is not about you. Like, it is not an indictment. A no is typically a sign that they have not had enough information, not had enough genuine contact, have not been put in, like really put in touch with their problem, and have not agreed that they actually have a problem to fix in the first place. By the way, this is why I forever say, stop leading with your sales. Stop leading with your discounts, because what you are neglecting to do is to show up like somebody who is wildly successful and doesn't need to discount your product. You are not showing up as someone who is like, oh my gosh, this is already overpriced, so let me give you a discount. You are showing up as someone who really understands the entire value of what you're selling. If you're showing up as someone who's wildly successful, you understand that your price delivers 10 to 20 times the value of what someone is paying for. So it's not about you. Do not tell yourself stories after a no. Just take that information, write them down in your book, because here's the other thing. Rejection, Rhonda. You're going to need to be rejected literally like 10 to 12 times before someone actually says yes. So rejection is actually part of the equation, just like throwing free throws. It is March Madness. Throwing free throws and missing more of them than you make is a requirement to be a top 3-point shooter. So today and moving forward, we are going to embrace the fact that we are not afraid of rejection. That's not the story we're telling anymore. We're going to show up. We're going to connect. We are not going to tell story. By the way, when somebody tells you no, you know what they're not spending time doing? They're not spending time judging you. They went back to their laundry. They went back to their children. They went back to their social media. They went back to pick their kids up. Like nobody is, like the story we tell ourselves is so incredible. Nobody is sitting there thinking, wow, she's crazy. I'm going to call 6 people and tell them how crazy she is. I really, honestly and truly, that is not what happens. They literally are like, no. And as I said, it's not now. It's typically not right now. I would say 8 times out of 10, the people you talk to when they say no are really saying not right now. And then get back to work. Get back to work. Get back to connecting and do your thing from a place of integrity and fun. Replace those trash talks with some fun talk. So you're going to work on that this week. And then next week, we're going to talk about a different piece of trash talk that is going on inside of your head. If you know someone who could use this information, if you know someone who's knee deep, neck deep, forehead deep in their trash talk, send this to them and make sure that you like it. Come on, like it and subscribe, girl, and leave a comment because that just helps a friend out. And queens, help other queens. I look forward to seeing you next week. This is Fix This Grow Fast from the Sales Confidence Studio. Oh, and by the way, check out the show notes because I have a free 7-day sales transformation for you that you can go in and we will change your trash talk. We will change it's like a deprogramming for bad selling. I got you. I'll talk to you soon.